Hello and welcome to today's video. We are here for Season 2, Episode number 5 of our NASCAR Xfinity Series NASCAR Heat 2 Championship. In today's video, we're taking on Talladega and Charlotte. And on Saturday, we're going to take on Dover and Pocono. Talladega and Pocono are two tracks in this series of 4 that we have not won yet. That is our goal, is to win Talladega and Pocono over the other two. Now, taking a look here at the standings, we're currently first place with 5 wins, 32 playoff points, followed by William Byron, 1 win, 8 playoff points, Tristan Allgaier, and Austin Dillon with 1 win, 6 playoff points. Also the playoff points, Elliott Sadler, Ryan Reed, and Blake Cook as your playoff drivers, playoff points. So now, we're going to go to Talladega. Alright guys, here we are at Talladega. I qualified in first place. That's right, I do qualifying at super speedways now. Actually, that was all based off of the fact that I was just playing one day for fun. And I qualified...
Steady. Clear quick.
Now, I do want to also say, I play this for fun as well when I do these videos, but you get the point. I was just playing casually, not really making a video, whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to race Talladega. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to qualify. And I qualified 20th. I'm like, alright, I guess I'll qualify now. I didn't have to qualify first. I just had to qualify 20th. But I qualified first at Talladega. Which gives me a chance to win a stage at Talladega. Put me in a really good position to win this race. As long as I don't mess up and fall back, I should be fine. I am very, very excited to run Talladega in a position where I don't have to run through the entire field, though. Because that's very, very difficult. And to come here to Talladega, a track that I haven't won yet in the Xfinity Series, and win it. Or qualify first, I guess I should say, because I haven't won. Qualify first here is really cool, really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting this stage win here, because we're almost done with stage number 1 at Talladega, and we'll go from here. We will go from here. We'll see what happens next. Winner of stage number 1, that gives us another playoff point. I believe we have 29 now. I think so. I'm not sure. Okay, we're not pitting. Not pitting yet. I'll pit a little bit later. But for now, I'm not going to pit.
You ready? You ready?
Winning stage number 1 though here. Pretty exciting. Another 2-lap shootout here in stage number 2.
Clear all around.
Justin Allgaier, is he going to pull in right behind us? Or is he going to let William Byron get underneath him and get Byron to second? Seeing those two battle it out there really feels good, man. But then obviously he's going to catch right back up. So first time really to do some lane blocking, just because they were kind of battling each other for position, trying to get organized, which put me out here. But I got such a lead on that restart that they pulled it right back with my bumper. Because they were all in the draft and I really wasn't. So I'm just going to stay right on the bottom. Byron's going to pull to my bumper, most likely, from here. See, now I got out to a lead and it's a little bit better because the restart's over. It's still kind of a distance for super speedways. 0.2 of a second, but I don't really know. Let off just a little bit to make sure that the draft stays with me. Letting them down the back straightaway at Talladega. Interesting tactic, but I really wanted to keep Byron right there behind me. Not have to worry about anything else. I wish that they had like a button where you could view behind you, because they have that. If you guys ever play in the split screen mode, they have an option where they don't give you a mirror, but you press triangle and it turns it around. You see the front of your car. I don't need tires. I almost took tires and would have killed my pit stop. I would have felt like 20th.
Almost ready. Check your belts. We're going green. Still there. He's outside.
Good restart for Byron. Getting to the gears a little bit faster than me.
Hold your line.
He may be looking at taking the lead. He's getting help from Matt Tift up top. Now I'm getting help from Suarez behind me.
Still a car out there.
That's going to leave Tift with nobody and should put me right up into second. No, Blake Cook pulling up behind him.
Clear low, stay low.
We haven't
Steady.
not had the lead in this race at all.
Still a car
Up
out
until
there.
right here, right now.
Top side's clear.
I'm going to push Byron really far there.
Hold the
Actually
bottom.
pushed him enough to get him
Hold a steady wheel.
loose on the exit there because he was just carrying way too much speed in the corner.
Clear high.
So if I ever get into second again, I'll use this camera mode. I was trying to get to it, but I hit X instead. Because I switched up the controls from the last game, and I still think this does the menu. But you guys can see they're a little bit of a distance behind us. I'm not really sure how Byron really lost the lead. I know I pushed him like right here, but I don't know if that just like gave him too much speed throughout the corner. Because like right here he drifted up. So I don't really know what happened to him there, but I'm sure that was probably what it was. Just gave him a bump and I gave him way too much speed. Seven to go here at Talladega. The only cautions have been for stages ending. No other cautions in this race. I've led every lap at the line. Which, I mean, feels good. Feels good, man. Is that Elliott Sadler? It is. Where's Byron? He lost a lot of spots, I think. We can make it on fuel, right? 7 laps? If it's still a 7 at the line, we're gonna make it for sure. There's 6 laps to go and there's 7 laps here. So theoretically we can make it. Should be fine. How's the tires? I'm not gonna blow it, are they? Absolutely not. You don't want them to blow out when you're in like one of those corners or something. So it feels nice though to not have to worry about racing my way through the field at Talladega to try to be there in the last like 2 laps. Because this track, it is difficult when you start way in the back. You have to pass your way to the front. Like, it feels nice to see the front of the field here wide open, multiple laps to go.
5 more times, finish off.
And not with like 1 lap to go. Like, it's been a while since I qualified first at a Super Speedway. That's how I won my first Super Speedway race. Back in like NASCAR 2005 or something. I was really bad at drafting until I learned how it worked by qualifying first. I was able to drive really good. Like, I knew how it always worked, but like in the video game I never really like got it once I actually raced it. Like, I could never just stay in line behind a car. So somehow I qualified first at Talladega. And I were just trying to stay in front of the cars. And I led that race and I won it. And it was pretty crazy just because I remember going off in the first turn like this with all the cars behind me for the first time ever at Talladega. And I'm just like, holy shit. Like, this is going to be wild. And I did the damn thing. It's one of my favorite games back in the day. NASCAR 2005. Loved that game. You would always see me in the number 20 car. Like, I was the number 20 car, or I had custom cars which all had number 4s in them. We had number 4, number 47, there's like 40 something else. I don't know, everything had 4. So I think I had 14. I think I had 4, 14, 47. That was like my team. All were orange cars. So it was pretty cool because I like numbers with 4s in them. Those are my favorites. Number 4 is like probably my favorite number. Followed by like 47. It's really close between those two. So everything with number 4 in it I liked. And that was my thing. So that was the thing. Tony Stewart was my favorite driver back before I stopped watching NASCAR for a little bit. And then for some reason I came back to watching NASCAR, and it was 2014. And Kevin Harvick had always been like one of my favorite drivers, but never was my favorite driver. And somehow he became my favorite driver. I don't really know, because Tony Stewart was my favorite driver for like ever. Up to like 2011 when I stopped watching NASCAR. He was like my favorite driver. It was always Tony Stewart. It really wasn't that many seasons that I didn't watch it, because I didn't really watch that one 2011. I remember watching Daytona 500 2011 and 2012. And I didn't really watch much 2013, so it was only like 3 years that I didn't really watch it. And then I started watching it in like May 2014. So since I've been back into watching it, it's been 2 full seasons. No, it's just been 3 full seasons, 15, 16, and 17.
Just one more lap to go.
So, I don't know, I came back to watching NASCAR, and I'm like, oh, Tony Stewart's there, yay. But for some reason, I think Kevin Harvick number 4, and I'm like, it was at number 4, that's really cool. I'm like, I'm gonna like Kevin Harvick now. Just because, I don't know, he had number 4, and that really sort of was my attention. Plus, again, I said I always liked him.
You're almost out of gas.
So, I don't know, I just like Kevin Harvick the most. He's my favorite driver since then. But, yeah, there's an old picture of me in 2001 next to the 29 car, Kevin Harvick. And I always liked him since then. I have a bunch of the little diecast every Kevin Harvick one, so I don't know.
Great job, driver.
We won Talladega, though, from the pole, leading every single lap. I want to see the things here that I led 19 laps. That's what I want to see. Never gonna go this far in, but this time we will. No. No. Here we go. Alright, look at the bottom. 19 laps led, right? 18. What? I didn't lead 1 lap? Triggered. What lap didn't I lead? Was it like counting when I came up to the line? It was Allgaier. No, Byron was ahead of me at one of the line on our final restart. So did that count as him leading? Maybe. I don't know. Either way, on to Charlotte? Alright, we qualified in 8th here at
Inside, good drive off here.
Charlotte.
Go, 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 go.
And it is time to go. It's go time, guys.
Still 3 wide.
Now, it's kind of crazy to me that we are one season done and like 7 races into the second season of NASCAR Heat 2. And for the Xfinity Series, we have 3 winless tracks. That's just crazy to me. Pocono, Iowa, and Indy. And Indy, we could have very, very easily won last season if it wasn't for some mistake where I spun out and crashed. We could have very easily
Clear high, get up there.
won that race.
Clear up top.
So it's kind of crazy to me to be sitting here and next video have the potential to have 2 winless tracks by the end of that video. I think that's crazy. I think we're pretty close to that in the Cup Series as well. I don't really know how many winless tracks they have in that. It's probably like 5. But it's something that's a really small amount as well. Now that we're 8 episodes into that, we're cutting it down. I feel like maybe this season we can end with 1 winless track. I don't know about Iowa. We'll go there. We'll show up and I'll see what I can do. But Iowa's kind of a yikes still. But I want to have every track be a track that I've won at in this series. We're not going to get it this season in the Truck Series because we already lost Kansas. Came in second there. Kansas, Charlotte, Dover, Chicagoland for the Cup Series. Honestly, those all seem like winnable tracks to me. They really do. Kansas, Charlotte, and Dover, I'm assuming I'm going to race them all this week. So, yeah, let's see. What have I not won in the trucks? Kansas, Dover, Gateway, Iowa, and Kentucky. So we're going to be at 2 of those tracks. Will not be off that list this season because we lost Dover earlier in the week as well.
Outside, hold your line.
So 2 tracks will be staying on that list. But
All clear, driver.
I think for the Cup Series, those tracks can easily all be taken off the list this season. Especially when we go to all those tracks except for Chicagoland. So 3 of those tracks go to twice. So Kansas, Charlotte, I was going to say Chicagoland. Kansas, Charlotte, and Dover we can go to twice. Dover been running well, just haven't got the finishes. Charlotte, I don't see why not.
20 to go, gonna keep being smooth.
Kansas, again, I don't see why I shouldn't. Same with Chicagoland. Honestly, so Dover's going to be the most difficult of those tracks to get that last win at. But that's the goal, is to win at all the tracks in all 3 series. And the trucks, I think season 3 we can get them all. Honestly, the most difficult track is Iowa. In that series, getting Iowa in both the trucks and Xfinity, that's going to be difficult. But we have 2 shots at Iowa in the Xfinity Series here, so pretty sure our first shot at Iowa is next week. I would love to win Iowa. Pretty sure we came in second there last season in the first race. So I'd love to win Iowa in this series in the first race of this season. Then I never have to worry about winning that track again if I show up and fail, which is very, very likely to be a thing. I'll just show up and lose. Because I just want to win every track, because then I can be like, okay, there's no excuse to not win all these tracks. There really isn't a reason to not win at them. I don't know why I shouldn't. So there should be about 14 laps to go after this stage. Because I'm pretty sure when I was there, it said 20 to go, and there's 4 laps to go on the stage. Yeah, we should have done 15. No, might have like 12. We'll see where we're at when we cross this line here to end stage number 2, winning both stage 1 and 2. Here at Charlotte. Let's see what's next. Pitting's a smart idea. So we can get the race to go green the rest of the way.
Stay sharp, the green's coming.
We should win.
Still a car out there.
13 to go. I said 14, then I said 12. So,
hold a steady wheel. Inside still
I
there.
don't you know the orange cup that I was drinking out of used to have a logo on it? Back in the day. It was pretty cool. Because it had logos on it. And it got worn off
Right there.
by the dishwasher. So don't put cups with logos in the dishwasher.
Hold your line.
For like 3 years straight.
Clear all around.
Quick tip for you there, guys.
Clear low, get down there.
Alright, so we have 12 laps to go. Only a couple drivers didn't pit.
Still a car out
So
there.
we can make it on fuel.
All clear.
So, oh my god, that was a harder hit than I wanted it to be into that wall there. There's really nothing I can do when these 2
Hold your line.
cars are just here in front of me, like...
Keep high.
God damn, get out of my way. Oh my god, these 2 cars are the most annoying ones in the entire field. I swear. Is there a third car with the same sponsor on it? There is. Why is there 3 of those cars?
Clear down low.
They're a 3-car
10
team
laps to go.
that, like, is terrible. So they have number 4,
Stay high, stay high.
number
Easy, easy.
01, and like 0. No, they wouldn't have 0.
Hold a steady
I
wheel.
don't even know what they had. Actually, they could have 0. I think they do have 0.
Still a car out there. All clear.
They have 0, 01, and 4. No. I was carrying too much speed, and I was about to get into the
Steady.
back of Logano here.
Clear high, get up
So
there.
I got up into the wall instead.
Clear quick.
My teammate Cole Custer almost got took 3 wide there by me.
Inside,
But
inside.
I didn't take him 3 wide. Figured I won't do that.
Clear down low.
Did you want me to clear down low? Absolutely not. I'm running up high the rest of the way.
Go high, go high. Hold a steady wheel. Top side's clear.
Down low.
Clear low, get down there. Clear up top. Watch out for the pitting car.
Watch out for the pitting car. Right, I'm in 9th now. Gonna pass Brennan Gaughan for 8th.
Steady.
Brennan Gaughan's
Oh,
not
clear,
that
driver.
good of a driver. He was good in the truck series like 1 year, but that was like 2003. All these guys had to be pitting this time. Didn't he finally get like his first Xfinity win like 2014?
The leader is pitting this lap. Hey, that guy's headed to pit road.
They're all heading to pit road. Slut. That was the pitting car I had to watch out for last lap, Daniel Hemrick. I think Elliott Sadler pit in the beginning of the race, or the beginning of the stage when I pit. The end of the last stage when I pit. I know William Byron did as well.
5 to go.
5 to go. We're passing a lot of these cars, putting a lot of drivers 1 lap down. Eric Jones pit along with Daniel Suarez as well. I don't actually know Suarez pit. I know Jones did. So the Byron, Sadler, Jones pit. I think Suarez. No, he did because I remember he was right up next to me on that restart. So I think it was these 5 cars did not pit. I mean, these 5 cars did previously pit. Now we pit back at the end of stage number 2. We can make 5 laps around this track, guys. Wait, did Suarez not pit? The hell? He's on pit road right now. Interesting. Maybe he did pit and he had a problem. We'll see. Yeah, I think he has to have a problem because he pit, but he fell way back. So we'll see if he's on pit road.
Yellow.
I mean, here's the thing. The only thing I can fall back to is 4th. So you know what's like a wave around? Even though the leader pit? What the hell?
Get set. Nice and smooth here. We're going green. Green flag. Go, 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 go. Inside still there.
So Justin Allgaier has his lap back. So there's 5 cars in lead lap.
Stay right there. Easy in there. You're 3 wide.
This is a yikes. I don't know if I should pit.
Hold steady wheel. Clear. All clear, driver.
I gave up track position for tires. I only gave up a couple spots, but I didn't get a good restart.
1 to go. Give it all you got.
I really didn't get a good start.
Clear high, quick.
So this is risky. I have 1 turn to pass Elliott Sadler. I gotta dive down lower than he will. And I did.
Still a car out there.
There's contact made. He's coming up off the bottom.
Hold your line. Way to dig.
Yes! There we go. Super risky. It was right down to the wire there. I should have stayed on the tires that I had, if I'm honest. Now, can I get a replay? Can I get a replay of that? I want to just jump to the end here. I want to see the last 2 laps. Okay, so here's the thing. I had a very large lead, as you guys can see. Way back there was the next couple cars. I had a big lead when the caution came out. Now I decided, you know what, I'll pit for tires because only 1 guy's going to get his lap back. And he was actually way in the back of the field here. I don't really know where he was, but... So us 4 cars up here, the 1, 29, and 41 were the only cars with a new tire, or that were on the lead lap here, running for position. And I pit, because everybody else would get a wave around, but apparently they didn't. So I got a decent start, but there's really nowhere I could go. My start was really good, but this is all I could really do. And that little bit of contact there with the 9 car, it looks like, right there, may have slowed me down a lot on the start. And I'm 3 wide here, and I hit into the lap car down there, and I'm thinking, I really messed up, because there's 4 cars in front of me here. I finally get the car going on the back straight. I get a run here. She gets me back by both of them. I get into Eric Jones. It's fine. Now I'm going to run down here. I'm going to get by Jones here, because if I don't get by him here, I'm going to lose the race. This is the decision that's going to win me the race right here, too. I go by him, but I get in the back of Sadler, and you notice how much of a launch he gets from my momentum, because I'm going faster than him. He gets a big launch from my momentum. He's actually off the screen right now. So you got a really, really big lead. And I'm like, I have to dive down in the corner here. So in the safer barrier plaza, that's where the corner is going to start. So right there, the corner is really starting, and I know I gotta dive down, because this is the last lap. Now, he entered really high, surprisingly. Which, I had to go below the white line, which you can do. It's okay. I'm going to go up here, I'm going to slam him a little bit. And that slows him on, but he's going to come back on the top. He's not done yet. And I hit him there. And it's okay, I go way down the track, and a big hit into him right at the line, because we're going side by side. And that right there was the winning move. Put him in the wall, and we have another win on the season. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you guys in the next one.